and you're watching Sleepy Eye Prime News. I'm Cadence, and today is Tuesday, November 6th. Another day here at SCPS. I wonder what the lunch is. Ella?
Today we will be having Choice 1 macaroni and cheese, Choice 2 ham deli sandwich.
Another set of great lunch choices.
But can we say the same for the weather? It seems as though the cold weather has been lingering. Is it here to stay? Let's get the scoop with today's forecast.
Forecast expected yet again with highs in the upper 30s, topping out at 38 degrees. The clouds are expected to hang out for another day as well, with mostly cloudy skies yet again. Along with the cloud will be a bit of a breeze. Could be a little nippy out there. I think it is safe to say that the warm days are officially in our past, unless Mother Nature surprises us. Hope everyone is dressing appropriately. Back to you.
More cold. Plus, it had been a while since we have seen the sun. I could use a little vitamin D in my life these days. Any other reminders today?
Reminders for today. Attention all 5th and 6th graders interested in wrestling. There will be an informational meeting on November 15th from 5:30 to 7 o'clock in the New Ulm High School band room. The Food for Kids collection will continue until Friday. That means only 4 days left. We better get an update. Roll the clip.
We are getting closer. Hopefully we can keep scrounging up change. Remember, we need to reach $500 to make our goal and earn some sweet dessert.
Before we wrap it up today, we announced on yesterday's news that today is Election Day. SCPS will be hosting a kids voting event in the library. Exercising your right to vote is very important. Let's check out this special report for more details.
I'm Perez Hilton. Did you know that more people in the United States check their Facebook and watch the Super Bowl than exercise their right to vote? We've got some serious issues to deal with. So how come so many of us don't even bother to vote? Is it because we don't care? Or maybe it's because we don't know our history. So let's go back, way back. Our country's first election came after fighting for our independence, a fight that cost many lives, but it was worth it because instead of being ruled by a king, we were finally able to make our own laws. But not everybody was allowed to participate. You see, back then, you had to own property, be white, and a man in order to actually vote. Now, things continued that way for about 80 years, until after the Civil War, when slavery was abolished and all men were given the right to vote.
Now hold up a minute. Just because we had the right to vote didn't mean we could use it. See, all these new voters wanted to participate, which threatened the people in power and their ability to stay in power. So they tried to stop us with violence and shady new requirements like literacy tests and poll taxes. We had to fight for nearly 100 years before the Voting Rights Act passed, which finally outlawed these dirty tricks.
And you weren't the only ones that had to fight for your right to vote. Somehow women got left out and had to organize and fight state by state. Until we took our fight to Washington and finally got our right to vote all across the country. And even once the laws guaranteed every person the ability to vote, you still had to be 21 in most states. So when our government began drafting people under 21 to go fight in Vietnam, they realized their lives were at stake and they had no say. Young people all across the country rose up in protest and demanded that everyone over 18 should be allowed to vote.
And since then, young people's votes have been crucial in deciding lots of big elections. Like in 2008, when a black candidate had a real chance to become president, young people showed up in record numbers. Every year, we make up a larger share of the voting population, giving young people more power, but only if we participate.
So let me break it down. Together, there is so much we can decide, like whether or not we should go to war, or how we spend our money, and how we power our lives.
It's up to you to make your choices and shape our future. If we sit on the sidelines, then others will make it work for them instead of us. So let's make our voices heard.
So what would it take for you to vote?
It is important that everyone get out there and exercise their right to vote. Make your voice heard and participate in our election and encourage others to participate as well. Looks like we are having another exciting day ahead of us. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Cadence.
And I'm Ella.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance on the count of 3. 1,
2.
3.